What's going on, Jets fans? Welcome to NYJ Today. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down 3 of the top running backs that are available in the 2021 NFL Draft. Let's get after it. First running back that we're going to highlight is running back Naji Harris out of Alabama. Naji Harris is a 6'2", 230-pound bulldozing running back. I think the misconception out there is that because he's big, he can't catch, and it's not true at all. He actually is a very capable receiver out of the backfield. He had 43 receptions, 27 receptions, 4 and 6 throughout his college career. We know he can run. We know he can run between the tackles and outside the box, outside of the tackles. He had 1,400 rushing yards his final season at Alabama in 13 games played, 1,200 yards the year prior, 783, and 370 in his first year at Alabama. He is a physical runner, and I think that if the New York Jets were to pick him, that it would probably have to be at the 23 overall pick. But having said that, I'm not in favor of spending that first round pick on a running back. I think a lot of people are going to be clamoring for us to be taking a running back at that position, and I just don't think that the Jets are in the position to be spending that premium of a pick on a luxury position. So if he's available at the 34th overall pick, absolutely pull the trigger and let's roll, because I think that would help the offense quite a bit. But again, I'm just not prepared to spend my first round pick on a running back. The second running back that we're going to cover is running back Travis Etienne out of Clemson. Etienne is a home run hitting running back with great speed, and he projects very well to the NFL game. He is very productive in college as well. 1,600 yards in 2018, 1,600 yards as well in 2019, averaging a ridiculous about 8 yards per carry running the ball. So we know he can run it inside. We know he can run it on the outside. So he's he's going to be very popular, and he's going to be in demand in the NFL draft. I would imagine that he's going to be picked in the first round. So again, kind of like what I had said with Najee, I'm a little bit concerned about that because I don't want to spend the first round pick on a running back. But that's probably where he's going to end up going, especially Etienne, because of his speed. Something to note though, in 2020, this past season, he only averaged 5.4 yards per carry. This could be due to many different things. He may have had an injury throughout the year that was nagging him. New blockers in front of him that could have impacted his ability to get running lanes or wide open running lanes. But one thing that's really cool, and the thing that I really love the most about Etienne is his receiving ability. Even though the season was shortened, he actually had his best year as a receiver. He had 48 receptions, 588 yards in only 12 games played. So if it were me, of the running backs, Etienne is my favorite because he is the most versatile, and he is the most capable of catching out of the backfield. And I just love the idea of having some speed finally at the running back position, which we haven't had in a very, very long time. Again, if he's there at the 34th overall pick, I'm running myself personally the card up to the Roger Goodell to get that card turned in. But having said that, I do not expect Etienne to be there, and the Jets will need to have a backup plan if he's not there. The last draft prospect that we're going to discuss is Kenneth Gamewell out of Memphis. Kenneth Gamewell is 5'11", 191 pounds, and only is a one-year starter, which is a good thing at the running back position. Typically with quarterbacks, you don't want somebody that's only played 1 year of college football. There's just too much to learn at that position. But with a running back, it's actually a good thing because he doesn't have as much wear and tear on his body. Great production, 1,459 yards and 610 receiving yards his past season out of Memphis. So we could probably draft this guy in the 3rd round, maybe the 4th round. And I would be in favor of that. If they feel like they need a punch and if they feel like they need some use at the position, absolutely go for it. I'm just wondering though if there may be better options either in free agency or later in the draft. To wrap up this video, I'm going to be discussing what I think the New York Jets should do at the running back position. So we know that in the 2021 free agency class, there are actually a handful of running backs that could make an immediate impact for this team. Aaron Jones is available, Chris Carson could be available, Kenyon Drake, Leonard Fournette, Philip Lindsay. And we know that there's going to be more cuts to be made. The NFL and most NFL teams are up against it as far as the cap is concerned. So we could see more top tier running backs get cut in an effort to create cap space for these teams that are really tight on money. So I just feel like the addressing the running back position should be done through free agency. If Travis Etienne or Naji Harris slip into the second round, I would absolutely pull that trigger. But that's really all I would do. I wouldn't go crazy here. I feel pretty good about Ty Johnson on the team. He showed that he can be productive and he's got speed. So I would rather adjust positions like edge, pass rusher, cornerback, right tackle, interior offensive line, maybe some speed at the linebacker position. There's just too many needs on this team to be really going crazy and getting a running back at a first round pick or spending a ton of money in free agency. When we signed Le'Veon Bell a couple of years ago, I was not in favor of that move at the time. I just felt like we were spending too much money on the position, and we have seen year after year after year, running backs, when they have a lot of wear and tear on them, they fall off a cliff. We know there's examples where they don't, like Frank Gore, Curtis Martin, Emmitt Smith, but those are very rare cases. So I would prefer someone young, someone cheap, and I would prefer to not draft somebody in the first round. That's going to do it for this episode of NYJ Today. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. If you're new here, please subscribe, like this video, and also get after me in the comments section. I would love to talk all things Jets with you guys. I just want to give a quick update. My friend Mike and I will be doing a weekly podcast every Wednesday at 8 p.m. So again, please tune in for those, and I look forward to talking Jets football with you guys. Go Jets!